Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel Tax Info. I am Sharath Shanbagh, a chartered accountant practicing in Bangalore. In today's video, we are going to discuss on the changes that are made in the 49th GST Council meeting held on 18th February 2023. In the 49th GST Council meeting, the government has given various relaxations to non-filers of annual return. When I am saying annual return, it is for both regular taxpayers and composition taxpayers. Composition taxpayers are generally to file their annual return in GSTR 4. So, if anyone has not filed their annual return in GSTR 4 for the period 2017-18 to 2021-22, they can now file it with the reduced late fee. If you have a nil tax liability, that is, if there is nothing payable in GSTR 4, then the late fee has been made zero. That is, you need not pay any late fee. If at all there is any tax payable, then the late fees is 500 rupees. Earlier, this late fee was rupees 100 per day. Now, this has been reduced to 0 or 500 as the case may be. Further, for regular taxpayers, that is, those persons whose turnover is more than rupees 2 crores in a financial year, they have to file their GSTR 9. If any person has not filed their GSTR 9 for periods 2017-18 to 21-22, they can now file it with a reduced late fee. Earlier, the late fee was rupees 200 per day, that is 100 CGST and 100 SGST, which was going in lakhs. However, the same has been reduced to 10,000 of CGST and 10,000 of SGST, which is making it at 20,000 total late fee. By paying that, you can file the GSTR 9. For both GSTR 4 and GSTR 9 that we discussed now, the return filing should be completed within 30th of June 2023. That is to say, this notification became effective from 1st of April and is valid up to 30th of June of 2023. That means any annual return pending, it may be GSTR 9, it may be GSTR 4, for periods 2017-18 to 2021-22 can now be filed with late fee up to 30th of June 2023. Now what we have discussed is for earlier pending returns. GST Council has also given relaxation in late fee for annual return going forward also. That is, from FY 22-23, the said late fee has been reduced depending on the turnover. Suppose a person's turnover is up to 5 crores, then late fee is capped at rupees 50 per day. Earlier this was 200 per day. Similarly, if a person's turnover is more than 5 crores, his late fee is capped at 100 rupees per day. In both the cases, maximum late fee that can be levied is 0.02% of the turnover in that state, thereby reducing the total late fee from 200 rupees per day to 50 or 100 as the case may be. Next, if a person's GST number is cancelled either on his own application or by the tax authorities, then he shall file a final return in GSTR 10. This is to be filed within 30 days from the effective date of cancellation. If at all it is not filed, again late fee was rupees 200 per day. Now the GST Council in its 49th meeting has again given some relaxation in this also. Any person whose GST registration is cancelled shall now file his final return up to 30th of June 2023 with a reduced late fee of rupees 1000. It is not per day, it is total of rupees 1000, that is 500 SGST and 500 of CGST. Further, the GST authorities have power to cancel a person's registration if a regular taxpayer has not filed his monthly return for a continuous period of 6 months, or a composition taxpayer has not filed his annual return within end of financial year, that is within 3 months from the end of financial year. In such case, the GST registration would be cancelled. Such cancelled GST registration can be restored by filing an application for revocation within 90 days from the date of cancellation. However, there were many cases which were cancelled and could not file their revocation application due to any reason. Now the GST Council has given an opportunity to file for revocation within 30th of June of 2023 by paying all tax liabilities along with interest, penalty and late fees. This will be applicable even if you have filed an appeal and appeal has been disallowed for restoring the cancelled GST registration. However, this is applicable only if your GST registration is cancelled up to 31st of December 2022. Why so? Because anyhow if it is cancelled after 1st of January 2023, the taxpayer had opportunity to file it within 90 days. Accordingly, the said relaxation is given for old registrations which are cancelled. For any reason, if a taxpayer has not filed a return for a specific month and the GST authorities have conducted a best judgment assessment for such month under section 62 of the Act, then the authorities would have proceeded for collection of such assessed liability. Earlier there was no option for cancelling this order. Now the GST authorities or the GST Council has given an opportunity to such aggrieved persons by filing the said monthly return along with interest and penalty whichever is applicable up to 30th of June and thereby making this order that was originally passed to be withdrawn. That is to say, if you are a taxpayer and not filed your return and the government had assessed the liability, you should have paid it earlier. Now, if you are actually declaring your actual return and paying the correct liability, then this order passed by the government will be withdrawn. However, this is to be done within 30th of June 2023. GST audit or assessment that is done by the GST authorities should be completed within 3 years from the due date of filing annual return for such year. Accordingly, for 17-18 and 18-19 and 19-20 also, because it was initial years, the GST authorities could not complete such assessment. The government has further extended such due date up to the following. For 2017-18 up to 31st of December 2023, for 2018-19 up to 31st of March 2024 and for 19-20 up to 30th of June 2024. By this, these were the changes that were decided in the GST Council meeting held on 18th of February 2023. We shall be glad to assist all our clients and friends who shall need assistance in this regard to file their annual returns or help them to get their GST registration revoked or in any other aspects. Please do contact us for any such assistance required. Thank you.